Hello everyone, so my Fear of Flying Emotional Support Group members here are yet again another incident regarding this time Alaska Airways, where the US airline grounds all Boeing 737 MAX aircraft after a plane's window blows out. It's not actually the exit door or anything like that, it's just the window, which obviously has caused a decompression. Now, as an cabin crew member, as an Ex Flight Supervisor for British Airlines, we actually had a similar incident happen with my old airline, and it actually went into our training. So please remember, every time something like this actually does happen, we learn from it instantly. Our safety and emergency procedures are then updated with every incident that happens. So regarding the JAL incident the other day, and now this as well, every procedure will be updated regarding this. So just because I know there's a lot of people now worried about flying, obviously, regarding this actually happening, please remember there was 177 passengers returned to Portland Airport with absolutely no injuries. Now that's pretty incredible, and again, that's epic training from your cabin crew on board. That's why they're there, that we are trained to save every inch of your life, and we are trained with every inch of our life to save your lives. So please bear that in mind as well. So all 177 passengers will return to Portland safely with no injuries. And please, if you do want to listen to the video, I won't play it on here because I don't want anyone triggered by this, but I will explain exactly what happened on board that aircraft at that point. But if you listen to the video itself, you'll actually hear there's nobody in panic. The oxygen masks have been deployed, but you can't hear any screaming. It's all very subdued and calm, and obviously they all were brought back to ground by a fantastic cabin crew. Again should be honoured. Amazing. Always trust the air hostess, honestly. They are trained with every inch of their life, and I'm proud to be one of those people who flew for a long time as well. So when there's an explosive cabin, and this is actually coming from my safety and emergency procedures manual that would have been back in the day, okay, this is not a live document anymore. It was a controlled document back in the day. But remember, I flew from 1996 through the 9/11 era and the shoe bomber era. Unfortunately, my career ended in 2009 when my first husband passed away. So this is coming from my safety and emergency procedures manual, which we basically have to know this inside out, okay? So isn't that reassuring? So I'm just going to explain to you about an explosive decompression. This is a rapid and sudden loss of cabin pressure caused by an explosion of a metal fatigue or a door failure or a window failure. Damage caused to the airplane structure, leaving an opening, and that's exactly what's happened here. If you look at it, it looks like the windows actually had gone out of the aircraft. There wasn't anyone actually sitting in this the seat next to the actual hole that was created, so I believe, but obviously there'll be more things. That's why I waited a day to actually talk about the JAL Airlines as well, because again, that's an extraordinary cabin crew. Trust their training. They were epic again with that, to get everyone on board. Sorry, get my words out, because I'm trying to make sure I get everything across to you, and you can ask me anything about this as an ex-flight supervisor of the British Airlines. So going back to the opening that's left in the cabin, what they will have heard is a metallic bang or boom. And don't forget, we're trained in this. There's sometimes a dense fogging in the cabin owing to the warm up of the air in the cabin mixing with the cold of the outside of the air, and this is only temporary. There'll be a strong rush of air, which some people, there's different videos out there at the moment. There's a strong rush of air that leaves the cabin to equalise the pressure from outside to inside, which obviously from a scuba diving point of view as well, exactly the same. We have to have pressurisation. So that equalises very, very quickly. there may be some dust or some debris in the area, and there's a sharp drop in temperature as well. The passenger dropout oxygen masks do deploy, obviously, and when you watch the demo, obviously, you put your own mask on before assisting others. Now, if your oxygen mask doesn't deploy instantly, we do have a way of actually getting in to the unit above your head to open up that oxygen mask. And if you look in the videos, you will see that crew are walking up and down the cabin. They have portable oxygen masks on because we have portable oxygen throughout the Boeing 757. I was trained on 767. I know this is a 737, but the same safety and emergency procedures apply. And also, I was Airbus trained, so I was dual trained on both Airbus and Boeing. So the short drop of temperature happens, and then the oxygen masks deploy, but don't worry, we can get them down. We have a technique to do so. The fasten seatbelt sign, obviously, at this point will be turned on, except in the toilets. But if you are in the toilets, there are oxygen masks in the toilets, just to let you know, okay? The effects on the body at that moment, obviously, you can hear in the videos that it's all calm. Everyone is very compliant on board the aircraft. If you do choose to watch it, again, I won't be showing it on here because I don't want to trigger anyone. There may be some equalising of your ears, your sinuses, that kind of thing, a little bit of pain there. And it's again like scuba diving. You kind of need to equalise that pressurisation that's happening. You may feel some expansion in your chest. Again, it's due to the pressurisation and coldness because of obviously stress and shock of what's actually happened, and also the temperature within the cabin that's changed as well. Some people also find that it affects their throat and they can't actually speak. Now, what we found out through our decompression that I believe happened, going back off memory here, is into Newcastle, UK airport, that when the oxygen mask, when you actually yank them and they initially ignite, there's like a smell, and I've said this on videos before, there's like a smell of a match burning, and people may panic at that point because they think that the aircraft is on fire as well, and it isn't. It's just the oxygen. When you yank it down, the mask down sharply, then there's this initial smell of like a match burning, basically. Everything is okay. That's a normal thing. It came out of the fact that my old airline had this incident happen. And again, everyone was returned back to base nice and safely as well. Please remember that. Both of these two incidents that have happened this year, everyone has been safe and secure. Remember, safety first. So you put your nearest oxygen mask on, which you can see in the cabin. The cabin crew have got the portable oxygen masks on, so they're assisting passengers, and the people in their seats have put in their oxygen masks on as well. It'll take, normally, this I believe was taken off at this point. Hello Debbie, she's a cabin crew flight supervisor at the moment. You've got the best of the best right here, right now, that can tell you. So she's going to be shocked that I've still got this. Yeah, you've got the best of the best of Chewy cabin crew on here right now who can alliterate any questions that you want to ask, because we want to keep you flying. This just shows you how extraordinary that our cabin crew are trained to with. We are trained with every inch of our life to save every inch of your life. And I used to fly with Debbie. She's an amazing, she started the year after 1997, if I remember right. I started in 1996. I know how well she's trained. So again, going back to the manual right now, you put on your nearest oxygen mask on. You put on, obviously, your favourite child's oxygen mask on. That's just a hostage joke, okay? All your children get an oxygen mask on, okay? And then the aircraft will tend to descend down very quickly. It takes about 7 to 10 minutes where we descend down to where the oxygen and the compression, the pressurisation in the aircraft is levelled out.